When I got to the retreat, I was greeted by this professional atmosphere. Everything there just felt so important, and I felt important being there. Throughout the weekend, I learned about Israel advocacy. I went through multiple leadership workshops, and I found myself really enjoying the ones about engagement. And I realized that I was really good at engagement, and I liked it a lot. I liked making connections with people, hearing their stories and telling them mine. And then it hit me. The Hill Retreat showed me that through engagement, I can invest in other people. And this is how I can make my impact on the world. So when I got back to campus, I started engaging more students, and I got more involved myself. I joined API, and through them I went to APAC and learned even more about Israel advocacy. And then a little later, I got a chance to go to the United Nations with the Hillel as a student ambassador. And there, I learned about the very real impact that my work could have on the world. In the following year, when I was a sophomore, I asked about the Hillel retreat because I was really excited for it again. And I was told that there just wasn't enough money for it to be funded. I was pretty disappointed, but I kept going. And that year, I joined the David Project. And through the David Project, I got a chance to connect with other communities and break down stereotypes and build new connections and engage other people and then continue to impact the world through Israel advocacy. And I had gotten so involved to the point where I wanted to run for Hillel president. And I was actually successful, and I was elected as Hillel president for the next year. So as a junior and Hillel president, I worked very hard to plan events around engagement and investing in other people and communities around us to make more impacts. Even in the small community of Brooklyn College, we engaged in students in different communities. That was a scale I could only accomplish as Hillel president. And I was also really excited for the Hillel retreat, that maybe this year I can help set it up and have a role. And when I went to ask about it, I was given the same answer, that there was just no money in the budget to fund a retreat. The next day, though, Rosita called me into the office, and she was there along with Nadia and Elena, the rest of the Hillel staff. And they had told me that they noticed that I was wearing the same shoes, the same ripped up, tattered shoes for the past 2 years. And they gifted me with a Nike gift card to buy new shoes. And honestly, I was speechless. They cared so much about me. They were doing more than just investing in me as a student, as a leader, as a professional. They cared about me as family, and I was so moved, and I was so inspired. I wanted to do even more. And so the next year, as a senior, along with my colleague and close friend Lior and the rest of our Hillel e-board, we decided that we were going to make our own Hillel retreat. And we spent months working. We spent months recruiting and planning and finding the money. And eventually we were able to pull together an actual Hillel retreat. We planned a professional leadership retreat. And at the actual retreat, we led the workshops. Us, a ragtag team of students, running this whole professional retreat where we taught students about the skills that we learned when we were younger, about leadership development, delegation, Israel advocacy, engagement, planning, all of these things. We were able to pass down this knowledge and invest in the future and invest in other students and show them that they can also be leaders and have an impact on the world. At the very end of the retreat, when we took that final picture, we were so gratified at this feeling of accomplishment, of being able to invest in other people. And as for me, after I graduated, now I'm pursuing a doctorate in physical therapy, where hopefully I can continue to invest in other people through therapy. And honestly, looking back, I had accomplished so much, but it all stems back to the investments that were put into me, to the investment that my mother put into me and continues to do so every day, the investment that Rosita and the rest of the Hillel gave me, and the investment that everybody else put into me. And I hope to continue passing that investment forward and making an impact on the world. And the Hillel organization has the power to invest so much more into students and show them that they can do an infinite amount of things with this, and to continue investing in the world. Thank you.